Welcome to Newington Special Olympics cornhole practice. So we have Elizabeth, we have Tyler, I'm Coach Steve, if you saw that. These are our cornhole boards. The way they're set up is they are out in the middle. We have our bags, our bean bags. They are 27 feet apart, front to front. We also have another set up over here. 27 feet front to front, and they are 6 feet apart. At all times during this, we will be 6 feet apart, unless for Elizabeth and Tyler, we are the same family, so it's okay for us to be closer than 6 feet. Right. So when we're playing, we will have each person in the corner, so they're more than 6 feet apart. And then when it's time to play, the first person, say it's Tyler, will step up to where he goes to. So that way we keep our 6 foot distance, and he will throw his bag. And then he will step back to his corner, and now it's Elizabeth's turn. And then she will step back to her corner, and this will go on until we have a score, or next player's turn. Nice hole, Tyler. All right, this is our sign-in station. As you can see, we enter here. We have masks for each player if they didn't bring one. We have our used beanboard bag, our Lysol for cleaning the pigs and the pens. This is our coordinator, Carrie. She's checking everybody in, signing the paperwork, checking temperature to make sure we're good to go. We hand sanitize our hands, then we put on gloves, and then we come over to the court. Now, if you notice,
this is Special Olympics Newington. We're going to do some stretches to start arm circles. So just go 10 seconds in a forward motion. I know. I did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now go backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to do an arm bar. So arm across. Pull it back with your other arm. Go for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go behind and then pull on the shoulder, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm just going to stretch down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now reach to one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
hi, how you doing today? This is Newington Special Olympics cornhole practice. We're going over some basic demonstration of the cornhole game. Over to my left, we have Lori, Elizabeth. To my right, we have John, Tyler, and Kenny. They will be doing a unified cornhole practice today. As you can see, we have boards set up. They are 27 feet front to front. We have regulation bean bags. Before we all got over here, we had our check-in station. We checked in. We made sure that we're all gloved up. So this way, when we touch the cornhole bags, we won't be doing any COVID cross-contamination stuff. So, per the new COVID rules. So, let's get started. Alrighty, so we're back on the court. Yeah. All right, one thing I forgot. All right, we're going to go over some basic ways to stand and toss your things. John and Katie, over to my left, I don't know if they're in there or not, but they're going to demonstrate this for us. So we're going to have them step up. As we said, you know, we go to we have an imaginary line, the front of the board here. So we never step past that for when we were there. Katie, come on up. So one of the things that you want to do, there's a couple ways you can stand. You can stand feet together, and then with your feet together, you don't get a lot of power that way, but you can spring up with your knees. One of the most common ways for an athlete to stand is 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And it's normally, if you're standing this way with your right hand, you're throwing. So this way, I'm going to have you demonstrate it. Notice how she holds the beanbag flat in her palm, and then what she might want to do is take and bring this thumb up and over. So now you have a good grip on it, but it's nice and flat. And then she could bring it back and release that baby. And it sort of keeps the bag. So one way of doing this, it'll keep the bag flat. It'll keep it smooth and going. And by having your legs sit like this, you can get a little more into it. If you grab another bag, the next way would be to actually stand back, all right, and then step forward and then lunge into it. And she's on the, well, was on the board, but you know, so that is another way of just holding the bag and the way you throw. Now I'll have you trade out with John. John's an expert here, believe it or not, so he's going to show you a different way of throwing the bag. What do you got for us, John?
It's spinning.
All right, it's called spinning the bag.
I was kidding.
Yeah, go ahead. So basically what he has done there is when he takes this, he's actually giving the bag like almost a helicopter motion, which will actually make it go a little higher. Want to give us another shot at that? So the key about that, about what he did there, is getting your arc, and even with throwing it flat, if you get a higher arc, when it comes in on a higher arc, it'll actually deaden on the board and not slide as much. Where if you take this and you throw it at a straight, like almost a baseball throw leg, it'll actually skim. Well, that one I got lucky, it went in the hole. But we'll try that again. Yeah, cut, sorry, no, I'm only kidding. That was a good shot. But when it comes over spinning hard and fast, see how it bounces off the back of the board? So by giving it more of an arc, it'll land on the board and not hopefully slide as fast. John, do you have any other ways that you like to throw the?
No, sorry.
So you're a spinner. Do you have any ways that you like to throw the thing?
No.
So we think we got it covered? Sweet. So those are the ways that we basically throw it. Again, quick going over would be flat in hand, thumb up top, back holds it. So this way when you go like this, you're not going to grip it. And the other key thing is to bring the beanbag all the way back and let your hand swing like a pendulum. So you're going to bring it back, step, and get that arc. And then John's way, again, we're sort of holding it the same way, but instead what we're doing is we're turning our hand so it's vertical, and then when we bring it back, it gives it a spin. And one thing I didn't show you, I'm going to run over here real quick and grab a bag. So the way John throws it with this, is it on running? The way John throws it with the spin, what it's doing is you're spinning the bag like this. So you're actually putting a backward spin on the bag. So when it hits, it'll tend to hit and sort of, even though it's going to slide forward, ride back and slow that bag down. So when it goes into the board, it sort of stops the bag from flying off the end of the board.